got trouble. Right here in River City. We're the capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands.
What the customer wants exactly, and sometimes we know better what they want than they do, versus what they settle for, and they stop becoming vocal. So, I threw up a couple pictures of here to compare what video conferencing looks like and what a theater looks like, just to emphasize that we're really talking about much the same kind of experience in a number of different ways. Video conferencing as theater has some other implications, though. Yes, it kind of looks like it. We've got some people who just watch, some people who are involved. We've got a stage, we've got a performance area. AV integrators create those performance areas to be flexible, but do they make it possible to keep a consistent theme? You've got to have a room that can be classroom setup and a boardroom. Is it completely changeable between those two themes? Or do some negative cues from the boardroom slip over into the classroom setup? To bring greater value, they must not. The themes need to be consistent. So it's theater. We've got cameras, or maybe it's more like television. Cameras, microphones, all this stuff. So what is it then? What happens when we're enabling these connections? I say video conferencing is improv theater. It is actors prepared to improvise and collaborate who do so while in performance spaces connected via technology. I'm just going to let that sink in for a moment. Actors, your customers, prepared to improvise and collaborate while in performance spaces that are connected via technology. So, by extension, this theater analogy brings up some changes in our titles. Video conferences are now performances. You've got on-camera people, and you've got off-camera people. You've got backstage people, the technical theater people. You've got the people in front of the audience. The AV technicians are now sensory specialists. We're dealing with the senses here. Participants are the performers and actors, including the prima donna, the guy who forgot his lines, and the self-appointed director, the guy who thinks he knows everything, and the actor's actor, the one who knows how to be in one of these rooms, and actually by being good at that, enables the rest of the people around him or her to be good. Room coordinators are concierges and ushers. The conference owner is the playwright, is the person that wanted the conference to happen in the first place. And the meeting coordinators and moderators, people in the room to facilitate this, are the directors, calling the shots, making sure everybody is where they are when they're supposed to be there. I encourage you to think about your work environment, your service providing in this context and see how the pieces fall. Does this fit? I think it does. Now the authors of the book say these are the components of any user experience delivery. Doesn't matter what the industry is. This is 12 years old, folks. Where have we been? We needed to know this stuff when immersive telepresence, even before that, but when immersive telepresence came around, this needed to be presented to us. So now we're playing a little bit of catch up. So why do we think this way? I think it's a better model for what we're doing. And as you flesh this out, you'll find other things about what you're doing that you didn't think about before that are really true elements, and it gives a better context for this world. I say that communication is the most intimate form of human contact. If you think something is more intimate, anything, I want you to think about that communication happens during that, whatever that is that you're thinking of. We are enablers of human communication. That's why this is so important, to get a better model for managing the delivery of those interactions. And in the end, we can stage great experiences and bring greater value to what we're doing. So, in summary, these are the elements of the customer experience that I highlighted today. There are more of them in the book. Some of them aren't terribly apt for what we're doing, but these are the closest ones. And I like this. And in all of my dealings with clients, with training, I come at it from a user experience standpoint. And given the nature of our organization, the VCI group that is user-oriented, I think it's particularly appropriate given why we're here this week. So take these things home. Please think about how they can be used. Spread the word that there's a better way. It's going to take some work. I'm not going to shy away from that. It's going to take some work. But the work has to go in, and it's going to create greater value for your customers and for your business. Thank you very much.
Thank you.